Well, hey everyone, it's HeapCVA. Welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for coming by. I'm probably at the end of the line talking about this with EmergeNYC or EmergeNYC. I like both of them. What the pronunciation isn't that big a deal. We are in update 0.1.5. Happened last night, I guess. I was so busy playing the mod on 911 first responders. I let it slip by. I'm really sorry about that. I do have the note on Twitter on my right monitor. So let's go over it real quick and then we'll get right into the game. Added chase camera. I'll show you how I found out that works. It says toggle between chase and orbit with the middle mouse button, MMB. Added details to engine 33, ladder 75 firehouse. Added more streets and buildings uptown to drive around. Addressed a few minor bugs, addressed a few performance issues, which to me they were not exactly minor. I mean, I was having so much stutter and drop in frame rates that I couldn't do anything yesterday. And that's why I wasn't making a video, is because the frame rates were so bad, it would have looked like some kind of funky 1920s black and white movie, is the way that people were moving. Remove some details on the firehouse that has 32, 66, and 5 in it for performance. Fix traffic not spawning, which I'm not paying attention to because quite honestly right now I'm not using traffic. And added some more buildings in Midtown and a new fire. Guess we put that other fire out, so they've caused another fire. So let's hit the play button. They're still working on some things. They're still working on the academy. Can't wait to see that come out. They're doing some more stuff this week. They're already planning on 1.6 with a spawning system for PD and EMS vehicles. More maps completed, parts of the map, improved tiller trailer steering. Say that fast 5 times. You can probably do it. I cannot. And optimization. And that's as far as it really goes. So let's hit the play button. Get right into this bad boy. And let me show you a couple of things from my perspective. Like I said, these guys are working super hard. Raphael seems to be their spokesperson, I would guess. You know, every week something new is coming up, whether it always works perfectly. I don't think we're to the point where we can really complain about that yet. Well, I guess you can. I'm not going to. I'll take what I can get. So we go into the black screen. Beep, 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 beep. Like I said, someday I'd like to see some kind of a slideshow in here to kind of fill it in. I know it just eats up memory, but this is already a kind of a video intensive game anyway. It's not going to be, my guess is it isn't going to work very well on an older computer with an Intel integrated graphics card. You're going to need, I've got a 980 Ti and 32 megs of RAM in an i7, high-end i7, and I'm beginning to wonder if at the end of the day how mine is going to play. So I light it up a little bit, it helps. So let's go over to engine 30 and ladder 75 firehouse. Because that's one of the things I want to look at first. Okay, so I'm on 75 right now, and I've fired things up. Now I can zoom in, and I'm at the back of it. I haven't opened the doors yet. That would help, wouldn't it? So they're talking about this. This is what's called an orbital camera. You guys knew that. I don't have to tell you that. And so what I'm trying to do is get to a spot where I like that. Now you notice my mouse is just free. I'm just going to sit it there because it had talked about that your middle mouse button was what dealt with this. right now, and it's lunchtime on the West Coast, I find that not to be true. Now I'm going the wrong way because I don't believe this street goes, well, no, maybe it does. So I'm going to slow down. Now I don't have my hand on the mouse, and notice that I found the follow or chase camera followed the truck. And what is causing that to happen is not the middle mouse button. It is the W key, which is the accelerator. So as you accelerate, like I'll get a little cockeyed here, turn my middle mouse button back off. If I hit the accelerator, it brings me back to center. Now, do I have a problem with that? No. Now that I know it. I was trying to get this ready to make this video. I couldn't get it to do what he said it was supposed to be doing. But what I'm finding out is, make your turn and then goose it, as they would say. With your accelerator, and you'll get it to center. Is that what he intended? I don't know. But it's working. And I have to tell you, I have to admit something right now, is I had already recorded a video, and when I pulled 75 out of the barn, it was shaking so bad you literally couldn't see it. It looked like there were 2 or 3 trailers stacked on top of each other. So here's some extra buildings here. And here we go again, see? It did what I kind of wanted it to do. Where are we at here? Alright, we're there. So, let me get this centered again. Get back to centering that. I had to figure out where I was at, and I don't want to spend a lot of time driving and making myself look like an idiot. I do a fine job of that on a daily basis. My thought process is I wanted to see if I could get so I'm feathering the accelerator, and that's what's getting me to make the turn, and hitting the W key centers me over the apparatus. That other button, honestly, not doing any of that. So as you can see, we're coming up on some smoke. And what I'm trying to do put it in G, and then I want to look outside the pumper or the truck to make sure my jacks are up. Alright, got that going. Come on. There we go. Now, as usual, I'm gonna get this thing up. I wish I could Someday I'll get that squared away. Now, one of the things I need to do is find out where I'm at. For what it looks like, because as you can see here, I can't tell. And now I've unfortunately lost the ability to control the truck. See, as it jumps out? And so now I have to choose hook and ladder again. See, it wants to go to that. And then I seem to be not in the right place. Now, to me, from this perspective, I might be right, but if I zoom out, I may or may not be correct at all. Look how high up that ladder is. And it doesn't, it's a perspective thing, and it's just me, probably. But anyway, it worked for what it is. I mean, I would never have the ladder that high up anyway, but you got the idea. I have gone through this building, and there's nothing to see. It's not like the other one that had furniture, so you just got smoke showing for right now. If we were to pull 30s out a quarter, well, at least it started this time. Truck. Huh. That didn't work well at all. That's okay. We weren't going that far. So anyway, that's that in a nutshell. I tried to get this to go away, and it's not doing it. So I don't know if he did something or not, but the oh, what do you call this thing? The hide canvas, for me, it's not functioning. It might work for somebody else. It would really be nice because it would help me get a perspective on where that ladder is. So that's that. Let's zoom out real quick. You can see all kinds of new buildings over here by 30 and 75. That's the park area. The other building, or the other station here where the rescue is. A little bit of a stutter. Says we're in the 40 frames per second. So if I do this just to fly, I hope that doesn't make the video bloody awful. You can see a few extra things in what I call the Times Square looking area. Maybe a little more shape to some of the buildings. Some extra stuff down here where the church is. We're heading towards 32, 66, and 5. I think the Academy is going to be out here. I honestly don't care where it is as long as it's on there. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell for this game. I will practice driving and setting up and stuff like that, so the next time I make a video, I don't look like an idiot. Because if you're going to drive like that, you should be sitting in the jump seat instead of behind the wheel. And I'm telling myself that, not anybody else. So one other thing I wanted to just say, and it's just off the top of my head, and it popped into my head as I was fooling with this morning, is I know they're not the shape of, but they absolutely remind me of the Twin Towers. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but it hit me that way. I don't live in New York. I wasn't born in New York. I've been to New York City a bunch of times. When my kids were small, we used to take the PATH train from New Jersey and pop up underneath the Twin Towers, look around the mall, come up through, go over to Tin House, and then go grab a train to go uptown. It just looked like that to me. I hope it's just me being crazy. So anyway, as we look down the street here, strongly recommend that you go to their Twitter and their Steam page and see for yourself the list that they've got, the list of the things that they're planning already for 0.1.6. Especially go to Steam to see if there's any discussion about some of the things that I've talked to you about already, as far as it not being the middle mouse button that it controls the chase camera, but the W key. And at the end of the day, leave me your thoughts about how this thing is going on. Are you having fun driving the fire apparatus? Do you find it still a little weird? Tell me what your thoughts are, because it's collectively going to be those thoughts that make this a great game. So that being said, thank you so much again for coming by. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day or great evening wherever you are on the planet. And I'll go ahead and put this into a video as quick as I can and get it uploaded. And with that being said, I'll see you soon. Take it easy.